I used to believe that saving money just wasn't for people like me. You know the type. People who didn't make six figures, who had rent, bills, student loans, and the occasional emergency that always seemed to hit at the worst time. No matter how hard I tried, my savings account never stayed full. It was like pouring water into a bucket with holes in the bottom. It just disappeared. And for the longest time, I thought the problem was me. But then, one small shift changed everything. Not a raise, not a second job. Just a different way of thinking. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what that shift was and why it changed the game for me. If you've ever felt like saving money is impossible, hit like right now so this video reaches more people who need to hear this. And if you're new here, subscribe. I share honest financial stories and strategies that actually work for real people. Drop a comment below if saving has ever felt out of reach for you too. I'm telling you, you're not alone. The old story I kept telling myself. For years, I told myself I couldn't save money because I didn't earn enough. Every time I saw someone post a picture of their emergency fund or savings challenge, I'd scroll past and think, that's nice, must be easy when you make a lot. But here's what I learned the hard way. It wasn't just my income, it was my identity. I had accepted the story that I was bad with money. And when you believe that about yourself, your actions follow. You buy to feel better. You avoid your bank app. You wait for someday when things will finally change, except someday never comes. Until you change your story. The one shift that changed everything. So what was the one thing I changed? I stopped asking, how much can I save? And I started asking, who am I becoming every time I save? Let me explain. Saving money wasn't about deprivation. It wasn't about lack. It was about becoming someone different. Someone who was in control. Someone who could delay gratification. Someone who didn't need to spend to feel successful, worthy, or happy. Once I made saving part of my identity, not just a financial goal, I started showing up differently. I wasn't saving money for a rainy day. I was saving because I saw myself as someone who doesn't live paycheck to paycheck anymore. That one shift, from behavior to identity, changed everything. How I put it into practice, even on a tight budget. Let's get practical, because I didn't suddenly start saving hundreds a month. I started with $5. Seriously. Every Friday, I transferred $5 into a separate account I couldn't easily touch. It wasn't much, but it was proof to myself. I'm a saver now. Then I added one habit at a time. I set up an automatic transfer every payday, even if it was just $20. I renamed my savings account to something motivational like Future Me Wins. I stopped tracking what I couldn't do, and started tracking what I was doing. Every win counted, every deposit, no matter how small, was a vote for the new version of myself. And slowly, the momentum built. Why willpower isn't the problem. People think saving money is about willpower. But I'll be honest with you, willpower is weak. It disappears when you're tired, stressed, or just had a rough day. That's why most people fail. I didn't save money by becoming more disciplined overnight. I saved money by making it automatic and making it personal. That meant removing temptation, like deleting shopping apps. Using a banking app that rounded up purchases to savings. Having visual goals that kept me motivated. Treating saving like a non-negotiable bill, not an optional decision. And every time I looked at my growing savings account, I felt proud, not restricted. The emotional side of saving no one talks about. Let's talk real for a second. Saving money is emotional. For me, it brought up all kinds of feelings: fear, guilt, shame. I used to feel embarrassed when I couldn't save. But the truth is, saving money isn't just a math problem, it's a mindset transformation. It means letting go of impulse decisions. It means saying no to things that feel good now, to say yes to a life that feels better later. And when I realized that, saving became empowering. It was no longer a punishment. It was a promise to my future self. What happened next? Fast forward a few months. That account I started with just $5? It grew. Not because I made more, but because I became someone new. Someone who had systems. Someone who believed their choices mattered. Someone who finally saw money as a tool, not a trap. Now, saving money doesn't feel impossible. It feels inevitable. And you can feel that way too. Here's what you can do right now. If you've made it this far, you're ready. You don't need a big income. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need one shift. Stop asking, can I afford to save? Start asking, who do I become every time I do? Then open a separate savings account. Automate a small transfer every payday. Give your savings account a name that inspires you. Track your wins, not just your goals. Be proud, even when it's $5 at a time. Because every dollar saved is proof that you're building something stronger than money. You're building belief in yourself. If this message resonated with you, please like the video. Subscribe if you want more transparent financial stories like this. And comment below. What's one small money shift that made a big difference in your life?